Did you find what you wanted? Is that the good stuff? Should we see if Kynette wants some? All right, we've got the plastic up, and I've got at least a 2-foot overhang on every side once everything is straight up and down. I look like I'm choking in my winter clothes. Try to pull it down a little. All right, so hopefully, cross our fingers, we will get up into the high 20s, low 30s today. It is in the teens this morning. It's cold. My goal today is to get this door with a door on it, and to if I can, I don't think I can, but I'm gonna try to get the hotbed filled. Filling the hotbed is work. It's real work. The nice thing is that the paths in this greenhouse are so much wider than the other paths that it's not nearly as daunting or complicated to get the wood mulch in. So there's some baling twine hooked there. It is actually screwed in on the other side with lathe so that it doesn't slip down. Okay, I don't know how to explain this without just showing you. There's 3 layers of plastic. The actual greenhouse plastic that I had over the door. And then I have 2 layers of plastic that are attached here. Now, I just slit this internal layer and stapled it to the sides. That way I'm not slipping on it as I come in and out. And then this double layer is what actually keeps drafts from going into the greenhouse. So Kai's going to show you how you hook it. Okay, and that way you can get in and out of here with a wheelbarrow, and no matter how much it snows, I don't have to shovel out anything in front of the greenhouse. I can just come in and out. It's not a problem. I have a little bit of old used hay and wood mulch on the floor so that you are safe and your footing is good, because there is melting snow and ice on the outside. So if I had free range anything in here, I would need to have a door on to keep predators out. But all I have is rabbits in cages. Even if something got in, they couldn't get to the rabbits. And this is against our prevailing wind. This faces north, and our prevailing wind is from the southwest. All right, Kai's going to show you how she undoes it. The hook comes down with the string. Don't leave the hook up there. So she's just going to pull it down both layers so that it's flat on the ground. And then she just puts this chair thing. And that keeps the rabbits just a little bit warmer at night. And the reason that we have to have this solution right now is that we have so much snow that keeps coming down that I'm trying to minimize the work. So once the snow is gone, we'll put doors on. So I use my green potatoes and my tiny baby potatoes that I don't want to mess with. I'm just going to go ahead and plant them really quick. So for my watering system, I used soaker hoses. I really like soaker hoses. I'm sorry, you guys can probably hear pretty well that COVID has kicked my butt this year. Alright, I'm trying to put them in spots where something else isn't already coming up. So in blank spaces, blank spots. And the trick with the hotbed is just to keep planting until something comes up. Just like with any other garden. If your first batch doesn't do well, then that doesn't mean stop. It means put in another batch. It might be something different than what originally you wanted to have there. But it's better to get some harvest than no harvest, right? And you can grow potatoes in sawdust even. So something like a hotbed is pretty perfect. Alright, so I planted these guys in March. I'll try and find you footage of that. I wanted to show you what kind of potatoes we're getting just off of these little buggers. So I pulled the plant up first. And then I just go back in and hunt around for the potatoes themselves. Sometimes it takes a minute. And I like to thin as I go, so if I find a plant that doesn't need to be there, isn't really serving a purpose, I'll pull that out while I'm here. So there's another potato. And I'm trying not to harvest more than what we'll eat in one meal. I kind of like to leave it in here growing, because then they stay really nice and fresh. Oh, that's a big one. It's a nice one. Oh, another good one. And every time I just had like a basket of potatoes that I just kind of didn't want to think about anymore, I'd bring them out and just pop them into the hotbed. And make sure you're going deep enough while you're looking. You need to go deep enough. But it's June here, and just barely most people are starting to put their potatoes in right now. Whereas this is when I'm harvesting. And you can see from the pretty little white bumps that they're super, super fresh. I just need to make sure I went deep enough everywhere. And I'm not replanting in this space. I'm letting these more... Okay, I'm coming. I just have to try and figure out which one to pull. I like to leave the dirt in if I can. And again, you don't give your rabbits potatoes plants. I'm not giving them potato plants. I'm giving them like Chinese cabbage, like this thing. That's what I'm giving the rabbits. Hope I didn't just kill a kale.